Hello, everyone. This is Vidya from English Magus, your virtual English mentor and guide. Welcome to today's lesson on report writing for Class 12 CBSE. Report writing is a crucial skill not just for your board exams, but also for your future academic and professional life. In this video, we'll walk through the format, content development, and expression that make up a well-crafted report. Plus, I'll share some examples to help you understand how to apply these concepts effectively. Let's start with the format. A well-structured report is easy to read and understand. The CBSE recommends a specific format that includes the title, byline, date, place, introduction, body, and conclusion. Each of these components has its purpose, and it's important to follow this structure to ensure clarity and coherence. Here you can have a look at report's format. First things first, every report needs a concise and indicative title. This title should clearly reflect the content of your report. For instance, if you're writing about your school sports day, a suitable title could be Annual Sports Day Report. Simple, clear, and to the point. Next up, we have the byline. This is where you mention the name and designation of the writer. For example, you could write, by Aman Varma, Class 12. This tells the reader who wrote the report and their role or position. Moving on to the date. It's important to mention the date on which the report was written. This adds a layer of context and timeliness to your document. For example, April 20th, 2024. Now let's talk about the place. This is the location where the event took place or the report is being written about. It helps the reader visualize the setting of your report. For instance, you might write, Delhi Public School, New Delhi. With the basics covered, let's delve into the introduction. The introduction provides an overview of the event or subject. It sets the stage for what the reader can expect in the report. For example, the annual sports day of Delhi Public School was held on April 18, 2024, at the school's sports complex. This brief introduction gives the reader a clear idea of what the report will discuss. Now we get to the heart of the report, the body. This is where you provide a detailed description, observations, and outcomes. I recommend organizing this section into 3 paragraphs. A paragraph 1. Describe the event in detail. What happened? Who was involved? Where and when did it take place? A paragraph 2. Share your observations and highlight key moments. What stood out? Were there any significant achievements or challenges? A paragraph 3. Discuss the outcomes or results of the event. What was accomplished? What were the key takeaways? This structure ensures your report is comprehensive and easy to follow. Finally, we have the conclusion. This is where you summarize the report, share your final thoughts, or offer suggestions. For example, you might conclude with, the sports day was a grand success, fostering team spirit and healthy competition among students. This wraps up your report on a positive note and leaves a lasting impression on the reader. Here is the model answer of the example we discussed in the format section. Pause the video and read it. Next, let's talk about content. A report should be clear, accurate, and objective. Your content should focus on presenting the facts and observations without personal bias. Remember, the goal is to inform, not to persuade. While developing the content of the body of the report, you should pay heed to the following aspects. First up is clarity. In report writing, it's essential to be direct and to the point. Avoid unnecessary jargon or complex sentences. Your goal is to communicate your message clearly, so the reader can easily understand the content. Always ask yourself, is this sentence clear? Could it be simplified? Next, we have accuracy. This is all about ensuring that every fact, figure, or piece of data in your report is correct. Double-check your sources and cross-reference any statistics. Accuracy is key to building credibility and trust with your reader. Moving on to objectivity. A good report should maintain a neutral tone, focusing solely on the facts. Avoid letting personal opinions or emotions influence your writing. Your job is to present the information as it is, without bias. Structure is another vital aspect of report writing. Organize your content logically, with the most important information presented first. A well-structured report guides the reader through your narrative smoothly, ensuring they grasp the key points without getting lost. Finally, let's talk about relevance. Stay on topic and avoid including irrelevant details that don't contribute to your report's purpose. Each piece of information should serve a specific function, helping to build a clear and focused narrative. When it comes to expression, reports should be written in a formal, precise, and impersonal tone. The language should be straightforward, avoiding any flowery or overly complex phrases. Consistency in tense and vocabulary is also key to maintaining a professional tone throughout your report. Let's discuss the elements of expression and language for report writing. First, we will talk about tone. When writing a report, your tone should be formal, precise, and impersonal. This means avoiding casual language, slang, or personal opinions. Your report should come across as professional and objective, focusing solely on the facts. Next up is language. Keep your language simple and direct. The goal is to make your report easy to read and understand. Avoid overly complex sentences or fancy words that might confuse the reader. Instead, aim for clarity and straightforwardness. Now, let's discuss vocabulary. Use appropriate terminology related to the subject of your report. This not only shows that you have a good grasp of the topic but also makes your report more credible. However, be careful not to overuse technical terms. Only include them when necessary. Finally, let's touch on consistency. It's important to stick to a consistent tense throughout your report, usually the past tense, since you're often describing events that have already occurred. Consistency in tense helps maintain a smooth flow and keeps the reader focused on the content. To help you understand how all these elements come together, let's go through an example. Imagine you've just attended a blood donation camp at your school. Here's how you might structure your report. Pause the video and have a thorough look at it. Here is the model answer of the example. Pause the video and read it carefully. Finally, I have a practice assignment for you. Write a report on a science exhibition held at your school. Follow the format and guidelines we discussed, and focus on clarity, accuracy, and formal expression. This will help you get hands-on practice and refine your report writing skills. Pause the video to write your own response. You should take 10 to 15 minutes to write the report. Immediately after you resume the video, you will find the model answer of the practice task. That wraps up our lesson on report writing. Remember, a well-structured report not only conveys information effectively but also reflects your analytical and observational skills. Keep practicing, and you'll master the art of report writing in no time. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such content. See you in the next lesson.